Hey everyone, I am here to help you figure out how to get a nutrition certification. Now, there are a lot of different certification options out on the market, and it sort of depends on what your career goals are as to which of these might be the best for you. So I'm going to go over 4 of the most prominent. So to start, the National Council on Strength and Fitness, they have a lot of different options here. As you can see, personal trainer, strength coach, sports nutrition master trainer, and so on. So their title is, of course, the sport nutrition here that we're looking at. And you can become a certified nutrition specialist with this sport nutrition class. So you'll see here that eligibility requirements means you must meet at least one of the following. So you are either someone who holds a certification, holds a license or a certification in another associated health profession, holds a teaching certification or license, is enrolled in a current master training program, or has participated in another program. So you'll see here that this one is pretty intensive. It's going to require a lot from you, and they do have other options here: sport nutrition, strength coach. So they have sales right now, as you can see, and these will fluctuate throughout the year, obviously. And one of the things that I really like about this is that you get to take the exam online. So that's very nice if you're like me, and you have a lot going on. Maybe they don't have facilities nearby, or you just don't want to have to try and schedule in lots of days going to and from a nearby facility for classes, let alone for that test. So the ability to do it online is really nice. So the focus here is a lot more on sports nutrition, specifically things like supplementation, performance nutrition, and hydration. As you work through this, some of the features they have really emphasize enhancing performance for athletes. So obviously, this is going to be a great option for people who are currently trainers or health coaches, or want to be trainers and health coaches. And then this can obviously just be a secondary certification that you have to really bolster your career progression and the ability to help your clients. Now, the National Council on Strength and Fitness is very well recognized for having a lot of sports themed certification. So it's very heavily emphasizing athletes and athletic performance. So if that's something that you are pursuing, then this will be a good certification for you, particularly when it comes to, as I've said several times already, sports nutrition. So if you want to work with athletes or fitness clients, and you want to be able to help them learn more about the impact that nutrition has and the impact that supplements in particular have, especially the timing of things like when they take supplements, when they hydrate, this is going to be a good option. So let's see what we have here. Obviously, you can choose your program and save money by bundling, and this is going to be true of all the nutrition certifications. But effectively, you just sign up, right? So you can get started here. You can pay with this sale $539, or take out a payment plan. And from there, you get access to a digital platform. So you'll log in when you're ready. You'll move your way through the digital textbook, instructional videos, lesson notes, and then take quizzes. And after that, you will take your exam once you're done with all of this. And assuming that you pass, then that's it. You've become a certified nutrition coach, or in this case, a sports nutrition specialist. And that membership is good for 1 year. Eventually, you will need to keep your credentials going, and that will require taking additional tests or recertifying with additional curriculum. So let's go over here. So NASM is equally popular, and they have what's called the Certified Nutrition Coach. So this is a slightly different option that focuses more on nutritional science, nutrition coaching, and behavior change strategies. So this is their second most popular program. You can see here it has very similar costs as compared to what we just looked at, about $49 per month, spanning a full year, or you can pay the whole amount up front. Now, the features you get here are, of course, the practical application tools, the learning modules, and the study materials. NASM is highly respected within the fitness industry, not just across the US, but around the world. So this is going to be a good option for people who want to add a nutrition credential to their resume and are already working as personal trainers or coaches. So the program really focuses on, let's look at the curriculum here, these three sections. So as you can see, the curriculum doesn't have any prerequisites. So that's something to consider if you are trying to find a good nutrition certification as compared to what you'll get over here from the National Council on Strength and Fitness. So you don't have any prerequisites, but you should feel comfortable starting from scratch in this particular setup. So you'll see nutritional science, as mentioned, is one of the core standards, and these are the breakdown of the chapters. And then you'll see there's one printable handout. There are 53 knowledge checks. So I like the knowledge checks. Those have worked really well. They are scattered throughout the course, and you can make sure that you're actually paying attention and not just sort of glazing through as you're reading text on how proteins are metabolized by the body. And then infographics for people who might be more visual in their learning skills, and videos. And as you can see, you move on through several more challenges or chapters here, helping you overcome challenges with your clients, navigating different diets, and developing behavioral change strategies. So over here we have Precision Nutrition. Now, Precision Nutrition, you can already tell that that website is not quite as fun as the other two, but Precision Nutrition is one of the top choices when it comes to sports nutrition and becoming a nutrition coach. So you can see here that you get access to lots of scientific information, lots of support. You'll get access to coaching tools, pro nutrition, calculators, textbooks, workbooks, and then of course be able to connect to your peers and coaches. So there's theoretically a lot that you get here. And when you look at it, you'll see that you can save with low monthly payments that are close to what these other programs cost at the moment. And they have different chapters designed in a similar structure where you watch videos, read the chapter text, and then answer questions in the form of quizzes. So this really emphasizes the practical application of nutrition science. You do have those online learning modules, you do have textbooks and workbooks, but all of this curriculum has a strong emphasis on building habits. So encouraging your clients to build healthy nutritional habits. And you can see here that there's a breakdown with an emphasis on the nutrition approach, right? Helping people change, how to be a good coach, the science of nutrition. So we go into some of the same things you'll see from these other courses, but a little bit different, a little bit more limited when it comes to the actual science of nutrition. You can see that this unit here is just intro, basic systems, GI tract, transforming energy, macronutrients, water, stress, the end. And then you'll have a lot more here on building habits and working through coaching. So if you are looking to get your nutrition certification, but you don't really have a lot of good people skills or a background in psychology, and you want to learn how to better promote long-lasting change in your clients, Precision Nutrition is going to offer a good source for you. This is really ideal for people who want to learn more about behavior change strategies. Now that leads me to my last and favorite option here, and that is ISSA. So this certification really covers more about nutrition science and teaching your clients to implement healthy eating plans. Now you get access, you can see here some of the same setup where you can save money. It's about the same cost right now, but you get access to what's called their nutrition boot camp. So every week, if I recall, twice a week, you have access to things like seminars and live study sessions. So you get to enroll, study at your own pace, and they do have it set up in a 10-week course, but you don't have to follow that. You can go faster, you can go slower. It's completely up to you. You get a personalized dashboard that keeps track of your progress, and it shows you what you have left, what all you need to do. And there is a really good balance in terms of what they teach as compared to these other nutrition certs. So over here, we have a big emphasis on sports nutrition, right? Helping your clients who are current athletes or fitness clients focus on supplements, performance nutrition, and hydration. And then you come over here, and the emphasis is much more on nutritional science and behavioral change strategies. And then you come over here, and there's a much bigger emphasis on nutrition coaching and behavior change strategies. But ISSA offers what I think is the best program because it covers all of these aspects. So you're going to get a lot of chapters that focus on the science behind nutrition, much more in depth than you get here with the NASM option, and more in depth than you get here with precision nutrition. It also teaches you how to be a good coach and what you're allowed to do versus not allowed to do, how you can build other certifications or work with a network of other professionals to enhance long-term stability in your clients. And it has whole sections on supplementation, the same as you would get over here with the sports nutrition, and on hydration, the same as you would get over here with sports nutrition. So it seems to be a much more comprehensive option. And of course, the ISSA is a well-known and well-respected company within the fitness industry, and they really focus on self-paced virtual learning. So if you want a much more comprehensive education and you are looking for access to a flexible nutrition coaching program with more information and the same structure with an online course and videos and quizzes and then a self-paced test, this is the one I would recommend. So while you can choose any of these others, obviously, if you're working with athletes and all you want is sports nutrition, you're going to get that over here from the National Council on Strength and Fitness. But if you are looking for something comprehensive, whether you are just starting and have no background or are just looking to bolster your career, I would go with ISSA.